Hello everyone, it's me, Dumsville here, and before we begin this video, I just want to say that I did a video with LS Mark and Jester Robot over on Jar's channel. It's a video about the Sonic fan base, and it was a really fun video to make and a great opportunity. So thanks to Jester Robot for letting me onto his channel. It's a really amazing video, and I could not be more thankful that I was involved with this project. So if you haven't seen it yet, there will be a link down below. This was a phenomenal opportunity, and I could not be more thankful that I had this opportunity. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I needed to say. I hope you all watched that video, and I hope you all enjoyed this one. Back to Sonichu.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
Yo, I hit the jeweler, got some goals. I sold a little weed, but I could never sell my soul. And when I'm in LA, you find me out in Lil Toke. Come a vocal with my ramen, I'ma need another blow. Let's go.
Hello, Christine Weston Chandler here. Finn about to merge with and get possessed by Magi-chan. Let the transcendence begin.
I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and head. Cartier leg. Arm and leg. Head and cheek.
Sup, beaches? It's Chad Warden here. Now, when I started doing Sonic commentary videos, I promised myself there were 3 videos I would never make. And those 3 videos were an Akai Dahlia video, a Yoshiwi 1 video, and a Chris Chan video. And there are 2 very important reasons why. 1, they have been done to death. There's no reason making another video on a certain person if the market is already oversaturated. And 2, I'd be covering them way too late. When I make a video on a certain person, I would like a reason to do so. I want a certain point to be made. So tell me then, what is the point of making another Akai Dahlia video 7 years after the point's been made? Despite me saying no countless times, people still ask me to make a video on Yoshiwi 1 and Akai Dahlia, and the answer will always be no. If my channel existed like 7 years ago, and I was doing videos like 7 years ago, then hell yeah, I'll do an Akai Dahlia rant. Give me the DeLorean. Let's go back in time, boy. But in current year, nah, there's no reason. There really is no reason. However, Chris Chan is an interesting case. Despite being in the community since at least 2005, whatever the fuck. Chris Chan somehow still remains relevant. Kind of. The man still gets videos made on him. In fact, there are channels almost entirely dedicated to Chris Chan. Gino, Samuel, Gibby, and Dylan Thomas are all examples of this. Furthermore, these are people who do a way better job than, in my opinion, I ever could. Furthermore, Chris Chan doesn't just have YouTube channels dedicated to him, but an entire wiki about him. Not a Wikipedia page, a wiki. So why am I, the best Sonic tuber of all time, selling my soul to Chris Chan videos and reviewing Sonichu? Well, first of all, my friend Detective Fat Weedington bought me Cyberpunk 2077, but in exchange, I had to make a Chris Chan video. But secondly, I think it'd be interesting to look back at Sonichu in general, but under a different lens. I recently did a video on Guptil89's top 10 hottest Sonic characters video, and while that was partially like a joke video, the idea remained the same. Take an old Sonic fanfiction or Sonic cringe thing and look at it under the lens of post-irony. We're doing a Sonichu critique in a post-D's Nuts world. Also, side note, if this video does well, I might make this a whole series. I don't know yet, but hopefully you enjoy this video and maybe even get a bit nostalgic.
Here, this make you all nostalgic?
You know, that is actually before my time. That is a winner, though.
So some of you may be wondering, how was Sonichu created? How was this beautiful creature brought into this world? Well, my friend, I'm about to tell you. Now, I won't be going over every single detail, and that's for two reasons. One, to go over every single detail of Sonichu and Chris Chan and everything would require you to be able to recite the Odyssey backwards, get a PhD 5 times, and beat Dark Souls blindfolded all at the exact same time, just because of how much information is there. Once again, there is literally an entire wiki dedicated to this shit. And secondly, this is more of a video reviewing Sonichu issue 0 than a video about everything Chris Chan has done. If you are looking for a Chris Chan history video, I recommend going somewhere else. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos that cover the topic better than I ever could. But anyways, the question is, what is Sonichu? Well, I'm glad you asked. Sonichu is a fan character created by Christian Weston Chandler, better known by his internet alias Chris Chan, and refers to himself now as Christine Weston Chandler, even though his definition of transsexual is putting a pencil in between his dick and his balls. Not even kidding. Basically, he John Wicked his ball sack. But I digress. Anyways, the origins of Sonichu begin when Chris Chan was in high school. The story goes that in Chris Chan's computer design class, he had to make a CD album cover for a project. However, there was one problem. Chris Chan wanted to use Sonic and Pikachu on his album cover. However, those were copyrighted characters. Therefore, he wasn't allowed to use them. So, in his infinite genius, he created Sonichu, a character that somehow bypassed all the laws issues. And thus, Sonichu was born. A few years later, Chris Chan eventually created Sonichu Issue 0. No, not Issue 1, Issue 0. And it would go down in history as the beginning of an era. Now, if you couldn't tell already, Chris Chan is very much lacking in originality. His idea of a brand new character is just smushing two pre-existing characters together. However, believe it or not, once you actually get into Sonichu Issue 0, this shit actually gets worse. So, without further ado, I present to you Sonichu Issue 0.
Lesson 3 is just a tease, and those news that make me drool.
Sonichu! Oh yes, that cover art. You want to talk classic cover art? This is classic. Look at the amount of crayon and marker. The sky literally looks like the marker ran out of ink. Look at Chris's hand. It looks so deformed. Sonichu over here doing his epic Fortnite floss dance. All Sonichu material are copyrighted March 2002 by Christian Weston Chandler. Did anyone tell Chris that this is infringing on copyrights here? Let's look at this first page real quick. All Sonichu material is copyrighted March 2000 to 2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. No, it isn't. This is clear infringement. This does not fall under fair use or anything. Chris Chan has literally stolen two intellectual properties, crammed them together, and claimed them as his own. Any names or persons illustrated in any of the Sonichu comics, except that of Christian Weston Chandler, that may seem similar to anyone in real life, are purely coincidental or otherwise parodic. This quote is going to get hysterical in the later issues. I can't fucking wait to get to Mary Lee Walsh. Alrighty, page 1. Episode 1, Sonichu's Origin. Already, I love how this is written in Comic Sans, the best font ever made. However, the first letter in the word hour isn't even in a font. It's a hand drawn by Chris in crayon. Our story begins in an open field, 5 What? From the city of Station Square, which is under siege by the perfect chaos monster. While Sonic the Hedgehog ponders over the destruction. Ponders, so he just like kind of thinks about it, doesn't fight it or anything. Chris, I don't think you know what ponder means. A wild boy Pikachu, as opposed to a wild girl Pikachu, takes notice of the far-off destruction. Pika! I'm Kristen Weston Chandler, Sonichu's creator and author of the story. This is his story and nothing less. Thanks for completely breaking the tension, Chris. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's Barney the dinosaur. All Sonichu materials copyrighted March 2000 to 2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. No, it isn't, Chris. We've been over this. Meanwhile, Barney uses his singular noodle arm. Wait a minute. Didn't Chris say he owned everything in Sonichu? And yet, Sonic, Pikachu, and Perfect Chaos are all in here. Chris, you don't own those. But Domsville, what about that disclaimer? Will Dumbo fan character maker Jones? Chris Chan clearly states that this only applies to anyone in real life, not to fictional characters. I normally wouldn't have a problem with Sonic fan fictions, not including disclaimers or anything, but Chris Chan has literally copyrighted these characters, or at least he says he does, and yet doesn't give credit to the original source material that he uses in his fan fiction. Chris, either you own them or you don't. Sonic then turns into mouthless Super Sonic, then charges after a crude pencil drawing, while Pikachu runs towards the action and stops at the docks. Sonic then turns into a ball of piss and pees inside Perfect Chaos. Sonic then exits Perfect Chaos's mouth and collides with Pikachu. Look at these fucking faces, what the fuck? And then a rainbow comes out of the Pikachu, huh? 15 miles away. Oh, lordy. What the fuck is that thing? Is that one of those mall things you ride around on? Girl Raichu. Oh, of course, a girl Raichu. How could I not know? And then the rainbow hits the Raichu. We then get some panels that Chris Chan couldn't be fucked to actually color in. And now our fan characters have awakened. At the cottage. Raichu, I saw the... who are you? Where's my Pokemon? Kel, I am your Pokemon. I was hit by a rainbow and now I have transformed. Oh my! You're as beautiful as a rose! Yeah, no, fuck this. Yeah, I'm out. Nah, I'm out. Fuck this. As a rose, I need a new name, since I'm a new Pokemon, so you may call me Rosa Chu, Zapbud. What? The fuck even is this? Is this a flower? What the fuck is this? What is this? Tell me what this, please. Tell me what this is. Lying on pencil drawings is hard work. Oh, what? Gasp! I've changed, huh? And now Perfect Chaos is doing the... What the fuck is this?
Everybody gangsta till the commentators.
The battle is on. I gotta help. Time to zap. Time to jump over this hot lava. What the fuck? Isn't this like a water crisis? Time to run across the American flag. Meanwhile... Wait a minute. Chris, you said meanwhile. Meanwhile means in a different location at the exact same time. And yet, Sonichu's in the very next panel. Do you not know what meanwhile means? Thunder! Roar. Almost got him. Sonic, yay! Holy shit, they're all fucking ghosts. Later. Wow, what a battle. Not only that, but I've received super speed, a new fucking deformed body, and above all else, I am able to talk like a human too. Wow. And apparently, I look like that hedgehog I've helped earlier. From the cheers, I guess his name was Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic had just about the same abilities as I do now, and I guess I am now a hedgehog now too. Now you're telling me now. now? You gotta tell me this now? I am a new Pokemon. I am no longer a Pikachu, so with inspiration... Okay, Chris, if you want to call it that. I am now Sonichu. And from then on, Sonichu went on to make many friends as well as enemies. And he will use his ability to stop evil and to save the world. Stay tuned for more Zap and Adventures of Sonichu. So you may think that's where we end this video. No, that's not. Believe it or not, we still have more to cover from this terrible comic. There are 3 main episodes, some random comic strips, and a sub-episode, all within issue 1. Hell, we're not even done with episode 1 yet. We got some introductions on the way. Now, I'll only be covering episode 1, at least in this video, because there is just so much to talk about. And I want to keep this as a light, mellow introduction. So let's finish this piece of shit. As the creator of Sonichu and his world, I feel that I should take you on a trip to learn more. Besides, I promised my other hedgehogs as well. You promised them what and where? So let's tour my section of the cartoon world. Sonichu. The comic title is Sonichu. By that, we man the saga of the electric hedgehog Pokemon. Yeah, no shit. I can read the story, Chris. Location. It is set in and around the city of Quickville. Yes, Chris Chan made a city named after his fucking initials, but his initials don't have any vowels in them whatsoever. So first-time readers are gonna look at that like it's Quickville or something. Chris really couldn't be fucked to add like an A or an E or an I or anything to his initials. I really don't think it would damage anything if the story took place in, I don't know, fucking Quackville. But Chris is so fucking stupid, he can't even do that. A vibrant community with good people and average amount of cool places to chill at. I am the mayor. I'm kind of scared to think of Chris Chan in a political position. Characters. This is Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon and main character. Age 16- years. Hobbies: running, surfing, chillin', mostly outdoor activities. So basically shit Chris Chan refuses to do. Okay. Other facts. He enjoys the scenery around him. His favorite colors are yellow and blue. You mean the colors that are on him? He enjoys popular music. Ew. And he loves Rosa Chu. Chemistry. Rosa Chu is a spunky and very beautiful girl electric hedgehog Pokemon. Age 15. Hobbies: frolicking through the fields, shopping at Quickville Mall, and cooking. So in other words, she's a generic female. Okay. In other words, she a basic bitch, bruh. Her original trainer is the caring girl Kel. Rosie is Rosa Chu's nickname, and she likes to pick flowers. Her favorite flower is the Zap Bud. You mean this fucking thing? You call that a flower? She always keep her heart saved for her Sonichu. Well, I'm glad she's not a whore. Kel is Rosa Chu's caring Pokemon trainer. What the fuck? Cirque? Chris Chan named a character Cirque. That is literally just Christian backwards. Cirque is the son of Team Rocket boss Giovanni. Well, I'm glad Giovanni had some great names for his son. To my future wife, we're naming our son Livsbamud. Black Sonichu. Whoa, hold on, Chris. You're being a bit racial here. Calm it down a little bit. AKA Blatchu. That's just the noise you make when you sneeze, Chris. He was created in Giovanni's lab from Sonichu's DNA with an accidental dose of cherry cola. Is that supposed to be funny or something? Chris, I'm not laughing, okay? I'm not laughing. I take Sonichu lore very seriously, and you should too. Hashtag true Sonichu spirit, am I right, guys? From the rainbow of chaos emerald energy, eggs were released into various locations around the world. Ugh, that's a little gross, isn't it? They hatched into 5 more electric hedgehogs with special characteristics. When all the hedgehog Pokemon are together, they make up the Chaotic Combo. My favorite part about this combo is how every character is either named blank Sonichu or blank Rosa Chu. Chris Chan once again couldn't be fucked to come up with any original names, so he just starts adding adjectives to Sonichu and Rosa Chu and calls them new characters. Wild Sonichu, grass/electric. Wild was raised in a jungle by a Venusaur. You mean Venusaur? I'm not even a Pokemon fan and I know this. Come on, man. Who taught him Razor Leaf. And a Scyther taught him how to access his speed and ninja skills. Bubbles Rosa Chu, water/electric. Bubbles was raised by a mother Swampert who taught her to create tidal waves. Bubbles has a happy, positive personality, and she just loves to have fun. Magichan Sonichu. Hey, fun fact about this character, Chris Chan is in a polyamorous marriage with Magichan and fucking Mewtwo. I can't fucking make this shit up. Psychic/electric. Magichan raised himself in the mountains as he meditated and perfected his telekinetic powers. He tends to keep to himself a lot. Enough to get himself involved in a polyamorous relationship. Punchy Sonichu. Fighting/electric. Punchy grew up in a dojo where he perfected his punches. He is also full of random access humor. What the fuck is random access humor? Is he one of those lol XD so random people? In my 20 years of existence, I have never heard the term random access humor except in Sonichu. He lost his tail in a brutal fight. Deep lore. Angelica Rosa Chu. Flying/electric. I love how Chris Chan specifies how they're all electric, and there's not one Sonichu who isn't electric. Thank you, Chris, for individually specifying that they're all fucking electric. Angelica was raised in a church by nuns. Angelica is a believer, so she prays every night and day. I'm sorry, but you're not a true believer until you listen to Jesus is King by Kanye West. She is usually at peace, especially while flying sky high. Aw shit, I love that movie, dog! Flame the Sunbird is the protector of the Master Sunstone on the mysterious Rainbow Island. That's just Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie with the personality of Knuckles. Of mysterious origins, 3 more electric hedgehog Pokemon will rock Quickville. Chris Chan Sonichu, Sarhama Sonichu, and Wesley Sonichu. And then a couple of 2-bit villains. I wouldn't even give 2 cents for them. What the fuck's that supposed to mean, Chris? Mary Lee Walsh, Jerk Ops. Okay, funny fucking story about this. Mary Lee Walsh is named after a real-life teacher Chris hated. I want to save her for a future video when we actually get into her, but the fact that Chris Chan turns her into a pretty massive villain makes the whole all real-life names are parodic statement so much more ironic, since this doesn't seem like parody, more like wish fulfillment and venting. And lastly, there is me, the intrusive creator in Sonichu's story, Christian Weston Chandler. Intrusive isn't a positive quality, Chris. To describe myself in real life, I'm a very creative person. I enjoy playing video games, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, Animal Crossing. I also like to build Lego pieces. You stay the fuck away from me, Chris. And I enjoy most kinds of music. You like Death Grips, Chris? I am also fascinated with the Transformers. I also play the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card games. Chris, you are just describing yourself at this point. How does you inserting yourself into the story bring any value to anything? Furthermore, why do you think we even care? Basics, 5'10", born on February 24th, 1982. Relevance, I'm working towards a computer-aided drafting and design degree at Piedmont, Virginia Community College. Firstly, relevance. Secondly, he did actually eventually get the degree. Took him 5 years for a degree that normally takes 2 years. But he did it, and now he's been sitting on his ass doing nothing. In fact, to quote the Quickie as of currently, it has been 3,698 days since Chris last applied for a job. That's only counting upwards. So good job, Chris. You achieved nothing. You're an absolute fucking loser. I am also single, lonely, and I need a girlfriend. Ah, yes, the best way to market yourself for pussy in your shitty Sonic fan fiction. Fucking hell, is it over? Is it over? Is the pain over? It's over. It's really over. So, in conclusion, this is the least bad Sonichu ever gets, but it's about as bad as you would expect, and in some cases, it might even exceed your expectations. There is zero self-awareness anywhere. There are grammatical and spelling errors sprinkled all throughout the story. The writing is dense as all hell. The art makes amateur DeviantArt drawings look amazing, and shit just kind of happens randomly, like the whole rainbow thing. Rainbows don't work like that, Chris. But if you think that was bad, you've seen nothing yet. Sonichu is filled with shit like this. And this is merely the first episode in the first issue. We're not even halfway through issue 0 yet. Hopefully, if you like this video, I'll make more of these. If this video is successful, I plan to go over the entirety of Sonichu. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and share it. I hope you all are having a great day. I love you all. I wish you all a good night, and I will see you guys on the next Dumbsville video.
Mine down, Steviana, mine down, Steviana. I wanna see you mine down. Grab your pick, then mine them ores up, then head back to your house on Minecraft.